Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're embarking on a super fun and flavorful adventure to Latin America. Get ready to explore the heart of this vibrant region through its most mouth-watering dishes. We're talking about bold spices, fresh ingredients, and recipes that have been passed down through generations. Are you ready to get those taste buds tingling? Let's get started! Okay, amigos, let's start our culinary adventure with a true classic, tacos al pastor. This dish is a staple in Mexican cuisine and has a rich history that dates back to the influence of Lebanese immigrants in Mexico. They brought with them the technique of cooking meat on a vertical spit, which was then adapted to create this mouth-watering delight. Picture this: thinly sliced marinated pork, piled high on a warm corn tortilla. The sight alone is enough to make your mouth water. But wait until you hear about the flavors packed into each bite. The meat is marinated in a blend of dried chilies, spices like achiote, and get this, pineapple juice. This combination not only tenderizes the meat, but also infuses it with a complex flavor profile that is both spicy and sweet. That's right, pineapple. It might sound unusual, but trust me, it adds this amazing sweet and tangy flavor that'll make your taste buds sing. The acidity of the pineapple juice helps to break down the proteins in the pork, making it incredibly tender and juicy. Traditionally, the pork for tacos al pastor is cooked on a vertical spit called a trompo. This method of cooking allows the meat to be evenly cooked and basted in its own juices, resulting in a flavor-packed experience. It's like a giant, delicious kebab. The layers of marinated pork are stacked high, and as it rotates, the outer layers get beautifully caramelized and crispy. As the meat cooks, it gets nice and crispy on the outside, while staying juicy and tender on the inside. This contrast in texture is one of the things that makes tacos al pastor so irresistible. Once it's cooked to perfection, the meat is shaved off the trompo right onto your waiting tortilla. This ensures that every taco is filled with freshly cooked, piping hot pork. And now comes the best part, the toppings. This is where you can really make the taco your own. Some fresh cilantro, diced onions, a squeeze of lime juice, and of course, a generous helping of that caramelized pineapple. These toppings add freshness, crunch, and an extra layer of flavor that complements the savory pork perfectly. Every bite is an explosion of flavor. The combination of the tender, spicy pork with the sweet pineapple, the fresh cilantro, and the zesty lime juice is simply out of this world. The savory, spicy meat, the sweet and tangy pineapple, the fresh cilantro and onions, and that zesty lime juice all come together in perfect harmony. It's a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate. Tacos al pastor are seriously addictive, and once you try them, you'll understand why they're a beloved street food all over Mexico. Whether you're enjoying them from a street vendor or making them at home, they are sure to become a favorite. So next time you're in the mood for a culinary adventure, give tacos al pastor a try and let your taste buds join the fiesta. Get ready to warm your soul with our next dish, feijoada, a hearty and flavorful stew that's considered the national dish of Brazil. This iconic dish is a staple in Brazilian households and is often enjoyed during special gatherings and celebrations. This dish is all about rich flavors and satisfying textures. The combination of ingredients creates a symphony of taste that is both comforting and indulgent. The star of the show is black beans. These beans are not only nutritious, but also provide a hearty base for the stew. They're slow cooked with different cuts of pork, like bacon, sausage, and even pig's ears and feet, which might sound unusual, but trust us, they add an incredible depth of flavor for an incredibly deep and savory flavor. The slow cooking process allows the beans to absorb all the rich flavors from the pork, creating a dish that's truly mouth-watering. Don't worry, if you're not a fan of those cuts, you can definitely customize it with other meats you prefer. Some people like to add beef or chicken to their feijoada, making it a versatile dish that can suit any palate. Feijoada is traditionally cooked in a clay pot, which adds a unique earthy flavor to the dish. The clay pot helps to evenly distribute heat, ensuring that the stew cooks perfectly. It's a slow and loving process, allowing all those amazing flavors to meld together. Patience is key when making feijoada, as the longer it cooks, the better it tastes. And now, for the best part, serving this Brazilian beauty. The anticipation builds as you ladle the rich, thick stew into bowls, ready to be enjoyed. Feijoada is typically served with fluffy white rice, some garlicky collard greens, which add a nice contrast to the richness of the stew, and farofa, which is toasted cassava flour that adds a delightful crunch. This combination of textures makes each bite a unique experience. Oh, and don't forget a slice of orange. The citrusy sweetness cuts through the richness of the stew and adds a refreshing touch. It's a small addition, but it makes a big difference. The citrusy sweetness cuts through the richness of the stew and adds a refreshing touch. This simple garnish elevates the dish, making it even more enjoyable. Feijoada is a true celebration of Brazilian cuisine, and it's meant to be shared with family and friends. It's a dish that brings people together, creating memories and moments of joy. So gather your loved ones, put on some music, and dig into this delicious taste of Brazil. Whether it's a weekend gathering or a festive occasion, feijoada is sure to be a hit. Enjoy the rich flavors, the hearty textures, and the warmth of Brazilian hospitality in every bite. Let's hop over to Venezuela and Colombia, two vibrant countries known for their rich culture and delicious cuisine. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of arepas, a beloved staple in both nations. These cornmeal cakes are like the blank canvases of the culinary world, ready to be transformed into a masterpiece with your favorite toppings. Whether you prefer savory or sweet, arepas can be customized to suit any palate. Making arepas is easier than you might think. With just a few simple ingredients, you can create these delightful treats right in your own kitchen. The key ingredient is a special pre-cooked cornmeal flour called mazaripa, which gives arepas their unique texture and flavor. To start, mix the mazaripa flour with water and a pinch of salt. It's a simple process that anyone can master. As you mix, you'll notice the dough coming together, smooth and pliable, perfect for shaping. The next step is to shape the dough into patties. This is where you can get creative with the size and thickness of your arepas. Once shaped, cook them on a griddle until they're golden brown and crispy on the outside, while still soft and tender on the inside. But the real fun begins when you slice them open, revealing a warm, inviting interior ready to be filled. This is where the magic happens. You can stuff them with all sorts of delicious ingredients. Feeling savory? Fill your arepa with shredded chicken, seasoned to perfection. Or perhaps you'd prefer beef, black beans, cheese, avocado, or even a fried egg. The combinations are endless. If you have a sweet tooth, spread on some butter and honey for a simple yet delightful treat. Or take it up a notch by filling your arepa with fresh fruit and a dollop of cream cheese for a creamy, fruity delight. The versatility of arepas is truly remarkable. They can be enjoyed at any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even as a quick snack in between meals. In Venezuela and Colombia, arepas are more than just food. They're a cultural icon, a symbol of home and tradition. Sharing arepas with family and friends is a cherished experience, one that brings people together and creates lasting memories. Whether at a festive gathering or a simple family meal, arepas hold a special place in the hearts of those who enjoy them. So next time you're looking for a versatile and delicious dish, give arepas a try. You'll soon understand why they're so beloved in Venezuela and Colombia. With endless possibilities for fillings and toppings, arepas are sure to become a favorite in your culinary repertoire. Enjoy the journey of making and savoring arepas and share the joy with those around you. Bon appetit! Get ready to dive into a taste of the Peruvian coast with our next dish, ceviche. This refreshing and flavorful dish is a true celebration of fresh seafood. Ceviche is made with fresh raw fish that's cooked in a marinade of citrus juices, typically lime or lemon. The acidity of the citrus gently cures the fish, giving it a wonderfully tender and flaky texture. It's like magic. But the citrus juice isn't the only star of the show. Ceviche also gets its incredible flavor from ají amarillo, a Peruvian yellow chili pepper that adds a unique fruity and slightly spicy kick. Red onions, cilantro, and sometimes diced tomatoes and avocado are also added for extra flavor and texture. Ceviche is typically served cold, making it the perfect light and refreshing dish for a hot day. It's often accompanied by sides like sweet potato, corn, or plantain chips, which add a satisfying crunch and contrast to the tender fish. If you're a seafood lover looking for a light and flavorful dish, ceviche is a must-try. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about empanadas. These little pockets of joy are found all over Latin America, and they come in countless delicious variations. Empanadas are essentially pastries filled with savory or sweet fillings. They can be baked or fried, and the dough can vary from region to region. Some are made with corn flour, others with wheat flour, and some even have a flaky, buttery crust. Now, let's talk about the fillings. You can find empanadas filled with everything from seasoned ground beef, chicken or pork, to cheese, vegetables, seafood, and even fruits. In Argentina, you'll find empanadas filled with a savory beef mixture, while in Colombia, they're often filled with rice, meat, and vegetables. And for a sweet treat, try a Chilean empanada filled with a delicious caramelized milk and raisin filling. No matter what your taste buds are craving, you're sure to find an empanada that will satisfy. They're the perfect on-the-go snack, a delicious appetizer, or even a satisfying meal. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible culinary journey through Latin America. We've explored just a taste of the amazing flavors this region has to offer, and I hope you're inspired to try some of these dishes yourself. Remember, cooking is all about experimenting, having fun, and sharing delicious food with the people you love. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more culinary adventures, and I'll see you next time.